Good morning, New Eden! Today is May 1st, 2022, and this is the Federation Frontline Report. I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and my co-host is Samson. What?
You gotta turn my camera on, bud.
Oh, no.
It's on my end, but it's not on your end.
Yep, okay. Let me fix that right now. There we go. There we go.
All right.
Sorry, now your beautiful face.
Good
Samson.
morning, New Eden, my beautiful, ugly mug.
So, Samson, what news do we have for the denizens of New Eden today?
Well, Frozen, today we are reviewing the Faction Warfare Report for April, talking about the price increase in EVE Online and why everybody's fucking getting rid of their subs right now. Talking about FanFest, which is coming up in a couple of days. And we're taking a look at the Scope News Report, which I believe involves stealing pods.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into the monthly report that we go through.
Yeah, so starting off with the monthly report in April, we have the Gallente Federation. That's us.
Ooh.
Gal Mills, Best Mills, as about 376 active PvP characters, a gain of 51 characters over what was reported for March. 51 corporations are currently part of the Gallente, and an increase of 9 for the month of April. And for the alliances, the Gallente doubled from 3 to 6 alliances. A look over at zkill shows that Gallente destroyed the Gallente Feds, us, the Gals Mills destroyed 5,622 ships. This is the lowest tally of kills for the Gallente in several months, down to 2016 when compared to March. Wait, I'm sorry.
Down 2,000.
Down 2017. Yeah, I got it. The amount of damage dealt in terms of ISK was 405 billion, a steep drop in damage compared to 746 billion ISK worth the month before. For Warzone control, the Gallente currently have 73 systems, which is a lot. That's a lot. Gaining 44 systems in the month of March, and it has been able to maintain tier 3, which is why I've been running missions lately. Getting some of that fucking LP.
Yeah.
Notoras, one of the most important systems in all of New Eden, the shining jewel of Black Rise, continues to be liberated. And there's a liberation party at the Caldari Protection Services assembly plant that goes on 24/7. It's like Yule. There's like a Yule log burning, or there's a maypole or something, and we're just dancing around. It's constantly. It's just all the parties at the Caldari. You can find Mr. Monopoly there. And Gwen with her exotic dancers, booze, and fancy food and drugs, always partying at Caldari.
Although Mr. Monopoly now has been reporting very heavily on Tama as of late.
Yeah, fuck that place. I mean, no, Tama's great. We were just in Tama. We had some good kills. So,
no,
killing some of our...
we were in Tama. We were in Tama when that happened. Never mind.
The
other fight was in Kadama, right?
When we fought our previous allies of the Bastard Cartel, mostly sober. Shout out to Celeste Star. That was a good fight.
That was a really good fight.
But yeah, we got. Well, they were baiting, and then we left, and then we came back, and I was like, "Oh, that Punisher's still in there." We're like, "Let's go kill it."
There was a breacher fighting it already.
Yeah, there was someone fighting it already, and that breacher was about to die if that Vigi came in.
Awesome.
We saved him.
So, do we want to take a look at the review, or do that at the end? I think we'll do that all at the review, each one of them more in depth. The top
at the end.
At the end of the report here. I had to fix that on the notes here. I do apologize. It's live. We're doing this live. Welcome.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Speaking of live, wow.
The
Thrak. I am horrible. I'm a horrible human. I'm just a horrible human. Anyways, the Thrak is did mention before we just got onto the show here, talking about the price increases, and he was wondering about. I just wanted to get it out there just in case it gets lost. What if you could have all 3 tunes training on the same account? The problem with that is skill point farming, but I think that there's more that we're gonna kind of go into that as well. But I just wanted to kind of get that into the minds of some people here. But let's move on to the Caldari. So the Caldari in the month of April have around 444 active PvPers, down about 45 since March. They have about 67 corporations, 7 alliances. That's a small increase of corporations and alliances by 4 corporations, 1 alliance. During the month of April, they destroyed 9,113 fucking ships. Well done. Did over 673 billion ISK worth of damage. That is an increase of 614 kills compared to last month, and then 136 billion ISK more worth of damage. So they lost a ton of space, and they're still out there ripping it up. I mean, we are the Federation Frontline Report, but I have to give it to them. That's a lot of fucking kills. A lot of death and destruction that the Caldari are raining down. For warzone control, the Caldari hold about 28 systems, losing 44 systems since the start of April, and are currently sitting at Tier 1. These system losses are not holding back the Caldari, however, with their ability to go out and kill shit.
Squids. Be squids.
So moving on to the Umar Empire.
The Umar Empire, I believe we called them slave-owning bastards, or something to that effect. That was their official title. Is currently standing at around 268 active PvP characters, a small increase of 5 compared to March, with 51 corporations and 3 alliances, a gain of 3 corporations. The Umar have destroyed 8,412 ships in the month of March, and did over April.
In April. Yeah.
And did over 813 billion ISK worth of damage, an increase of 1291 ships killed, and 274 billion ISK when compared to March. For warzone control, the Umar have 10 systems under their control, 1 less than they had in March, and at Tier 1, both Caldari and Squids. The Squids and the slave-owning bastards might not have as many systems under their control, but they are still top of the kill boards for the militias. That's short for militias, the mills.
The mills. Yeah, so the Mimitar are still going pretty strong, though. They have 526 active PvPers. That is down 82 characters since March, with around 72 corporations and 9 alliances. So they've lost about 15 corporations, 1 alliance during the month of April. The Mimitar were able to kill about 6,459 ships and did over 602 billion ISK worth of damage. That is down 1,841 kills and 74 billion ISK worth of damage when compared to March. For warzone control, they currently have 60 systems under their control. I believe last month we reported that they had 69. I think that is wrong. I think there are only 70 systems according to my count of everything. So they did gain 1 system. They didn't lose 9. They actually did gain 1 system. And unbelievably, this is something that I kind of want to touch base on before we do a deep dive into each one of the groups, is that they've been at tier fucking 5 for
tier
a month.
Fucking 5. Not just tier 5,
dude,
but
that's
tier
200,
fucking 5.
225%. 225% more LP per Plex and mission. So, for example, the lowest common denominator, any alpha can go and do this. You can do a novice. You will get 2,500 LP for 10 minutes to 15 minutes of work. That translates into, so if you times that by 4 for an hour worth of work, you know,
quick maths.
And then so 4 times 22, you know, that's 89 million ISK per hour, give or take. You got a little bit of, you know, selling the shit that you had to do, a little bit more of like manipulating a few things here and there. So, you know, bringing that down, I mean, that's a lot just for doing plexes, just for doing a novice plex. It's pretty solid. And I haven't seen very many people like back in the day. There was a thing about getting to tier 5 because what happened back in the day was that faction warfare went off of a system where you had every tier lowered a discount on the store. So you'd only hit tier 5 for like 15 minutes and you'd have to buy it up. We've talked to Astarothi about this and maybe a few other guests. Um, so those were the days where you saw tier 5. Today, because this is a bonus and it takes a lot of LP to keep it up at that level, you don't normally see tier 5 hit for long periods of time. Now, tell me in the comments or chat if you guys want to disagree with me and think that this is a normal occurrence. Let me know. But from my understanding, this is actually a pretty rare occurrence where you would see tier 5 running for like. Now, I mean they're dipping in and out, of course. There's certain time periods that they'll be lower on the. They'll be at tier 4 for like a because you always are just barely above the line, but. So, good on them. Good on them. All right, so should we move on to a little bit of a deep dive here? Let's go ahead and take a look at like the top 10 of every corporation, alliance.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with the Gallente here. And the Gallente for the month of April, the top characters we Deliver up at the top. He's a cool dude. Played with him quite a bit at 252 kills. Second place, Mini Spartan, 198. Third place, Ekron Eretheon, 191. Fourth place, Blank Banshee, 186. Fifth place, Gremlin Decronian, 165. Teal'c at 141. In sixth place, Gwenevere Kenyon, seventh place, 139. I haven't been playing much lately, so it happens. 8 Celeste Star, 136. They were during the month of April. The Bastard Cartel were in faction warfare. They just left like recently, and we fought them a couple seconds ago. Ninth place, Mekil Juggalo Madrox, 130, and 10th place, Leet Gen Child Croti, 117. These are some interesting names. Yeah, I went down a notch. Top corporations. Aderon, first place, 962 kills. Not a surprise seeing Aderon up at the top. Second place, the NPC, Fed Defense Union, at 843. 3, Terminus, 551. 4, Cruiser's Crew, 469. We'll probably see that go up higher because they just started. Mostly sober, fifth place, 365, and they just left, so they're going to be on. Those kills are up for grabs, right? Sixth place, Golden Age Stories, 316. We're lagging a little bit, but it's no big deal. Seventh place, Lone Wolf Society, 252. Eighth, Lonely Souls, 186. Ninth, Les Petits Pedestres. Petit. I don't speak French. 152. 10th place, Pony and Industries Corporation, 131. And the top alliances, I'm just going to go through the whole list because it's not, we should do about 3, but 1, Cruiser's Crew, 778. They just joined and they doing a lot of damage. 2, the Pole Dancers at 551. 3, the Bastard Cartel, 377. Again, that's up for grabs now because they left. 4th, us, the Federation Frontline, 316. Again, we're in between things, you know what I'm saying? But like, I was a little surprised. 5th place, Toilet Paper, 179. We kill these guys like all the time. I didn't know they were in Gallente. I guess they just joined like this month.
I think that's a recent join. This
month. And I want an honorable mention for the Rogue Union Alliance with 1 kill on the board, and that's beautiful. Don't stop.
Not in the top 5, but
don't stop believing. Not in the top 5, but don't stop believing. You can make it there. You only need 179 more kills to be 178. Yeah, to be in the top 5. So let's move on to the motherfucking squids. Caldari State.
So, top of the kill board. You know who she is. You know how badass she is. She goes around, stomps people in the fucking nose. Diana Kim, 564
with her 10
kills,
alts all at once.
10 alts that are all in the top 10. I don't know that. That's not true.
And the bots she's running, no, her alts are not in the top 10.
They are not. But Modern Dwarf, coming in at second, 302 kills. Arian
Tiberius.
Aaron Tiberius, 298. Richard Vial?
Sure.
Val, yeah, sure. 257 kills. Rush Alderaan. Alderone. See, I waited for that correction. I knew it was coming. So, yeah, he's got 251 kills. Lockstock at 222 kills, which
we were trying to catch his rifter earlier.
He flies around with a ship that just says Lockstock's ship.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he does it on purpose.
It's all bait. It's all bait. Anyways,
take the bait. Always take the bait.
Leah Aller at 205 kills for the 7th place. 8th place is Henrik Suzuku. I don't know how to. I don't know why I'm reading.
It's very close.
It's very bad. Okay, 198 kills for 8th place. First, Shinzan at 170 kills for 9th place, and Corvus on
10th place.
10th place at 159.
Corvus Onzo.
I thought Corvus would be a lot higher on that, actually.
Yeah, well, I know maybe he's kind of taking a break too. Like, I mean, like Gwen was the 7th place, and normally he's up there pretty high. So, although I'm pretty sure. Actually, let me check. I'm pretty sure he has more kills than Gwen. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Only by 20.
They got a lot of murder on their side, and Diana Kim. You know,
I've been taking a break, man.
Kills,
so
man.
20. I've been taking a break.
And then we've got the State Protectorate at 1,833 kills. Maleficent.
That works.
Milferland. 1,136 kills. The Caldari Colonial Defense Ministry at 717 kills. United Caldari Navy at 575 kills. Mercenary Arms Incorporated at 500.
So close.
What? Oh,
so close.
Mercury Arms Incorporated at 545 kills. 5th place for them.
Milfland.
Interstellar Security. Yeah, we're gonna say
Saitsuo.
God damn motherfucking son of a bitch. This is a kid-friendly show, Josh. Anyway,
I don't think Eve is a kid-friendly game, but okay.
No, it's not. They have 540 kills. Revenant Defense, right? Revenant Defense.
Yeah.
Corporation.
Corporation.
Corporation. 518 kills. I'm just gonna.
See, you went a bit cockney there. Eh? Hey, mate.
Wait,
it's a bit too cockney.
What's Dark talking about? What's going on here?
Melphaland. He's talking about Milfland.
Malphaland. Oh, Milfland.
And in 8th place, Space Traffic Control, 354. 9th place, Crimson Serpent Syndicate, 137. 10th place, Terramin Security Company, 133.
Dempsey's like, we're getting this over with. We're already.
I'm helping out.
State Public Defenders at 1,949 kills. You've got the Ishikar Rata Enforcement Directive. Something.
It's too long.
Words
direct.
Of many people who kick ass. 773 kills. Tempest. Kalasif. That's not a word. It's not fair. 723 kills. United Space Caldari Space Command. United Caldari Space Command at 580 kills. And rounding out the top 10, we have the Total Concept Project Alliance.
Sorry. I know. Okay, I understand. I fully understand the dyslexia because I have that issue too. For the longest time, I was calling a palanquin a planikin because that's how I fucking read it every time I read it in a book. And it wasn't until my wife and I were watching Avatar when someone actually called it a palanquin, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. But we were good. We were good at the end there until you said the top 10 because we only did top 5. But it's cool. It's cool.
Ah,
I'll hit up the Minotaur next. Oh, right. The top characters in the Minotaur. First place, Gladwin at 388 kills. Second place, Kavegi, 310. Third place, 40 Winks, 288. Fourth place, Paddington, 212. Fifth, Sticky Mickey, 204. Sixth, Plutonium, 86, 178. Seventh, Gremlin Tim, 171. Eight, Boniafi, 153. Ninth place, Kara Sarrigan. Okay, that's not lost on me because that's the reverse of Sarah Kerrigan. 148, and 10th place, Artem Stellaris at 144. And the top corporations, at first place, the Tribal Liberation Force, the NPC Corp, at 1,010. Second place, Nomads of the Republic, 766. Third place, Unlimited 2.0, 630. I'm just having a stroke, don't worry about it. Fourth place, Minotaur Secret Service, the MSS, 594. Fifth place, the Triad, 549. Sixth, Hoplite Brigade, 1521. Sorry, not 1. Seventh, Kill 'em all and let Bob sort them out, 450. Eighth, Adversity, 433. All these fours, 433. Ninth place, Ice Fire Warriors, 378. 10th place, Barrage and Beer. Sounds great. 366. And on the top alliances, first place, Ursha Khan. They pretty much are always in the top first place, 1,695. Second place, Infinite Pew, 868. Third place, Smile and Wave, 837. Fourth place, Psychotic Tendencies at 451. And rounding out the top 5, Electus Matari, 418. They're still killing it, even though, things and stuff and things. Do you want to do the MR there, Frozen?
I can
It's
try.
not a competition. It's not a competition.
I can try.
I'll help you out. I'm just...
Lilo at 757 kills for first place. That's pretty solid. That's a lot of fucking kills.
Mm-hmm.
Miss
That's a good amount of kills.
Chiel?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Chiana. Yeah, okay.
Hey, you had it right the first time.
Yeah. 559 kills. Zaxon Tezia, 404 kills. Mark Theos at 350 kills. Z Ling at 331 kills. Kunka the Admiral at 325 kills. CD Loon, solid, cool guy. He's been on the show. Yep, 319 kills. First Commander Riker at 308 kills. Rito
Make it so, number 1.
Make it so. At 298 kills, and Max Grim Fang at 290 kills. Solid lineup there. At the corporations, we have Red Star Morning at 381 kills. Dirt and Glitter at 1,713 kills. Radiation Shadow at 1,112 kills. Holy Amarian Battle Monk at 906 kills. The 24th Imperial Crusade at 494 kills for 5th place. Then we got the Task Force 641 at 6th place for 459 kills. The Amar Squad at 337 kills for 7th place. Order of Gariolo Yar 261 kills. Ashed at Ish E Saru
Atashi Sarum.
Tashi Sarum Vanguard at 248 kills. The Great Crusade at 200.
No. That last one is the Great Crusade.
Oh, Crusade! Oh, and thank you so much
caps.
for the follow, Sugar Bushes. That's awesome.
I love your name.
Sugar Bushes. Top 3, the only 3 in the Umar. Local is primary, badass motherfuckers, 577 kills. The
5,000, but yes.
Fuck. 5,077 kills.
This is going to be a great State of the Alliance, guys.
Yeah, we're just going to off the cuff it. The Imperium Edict at 1,528 kills, and the Imperial Frontiers at 39 kills, rounding up the top 3 because there's only 3. So, let us move on here. That's kind of a little bit of a deep dive. Now, one thing we have planned is we're going to be planning on having a couple episodes that we're going to dedicate to just deep diving into each one of these corporations, looking at their kill boards.
Each one of the factions.
Each one of the factions, and deep diving into their, and each of the corporations and members and everything, and just kind of taking a look at their histories and stuff like that. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. That's a bigger project, but that hopefully will be starting next week. And I'm kind of excited to kind of dig into each one of these and kind of get to know them better, try and hit up people and try and talk to them. And so, the next big thing that we have here is there is a scope message.
You want me to play it?
I'm gonna just like full screen it on the screen here.
Okay.
And
go for it. We interrupt this broadcast for Scope News.
Okay, so what we need to do first here is I need to pause the music. Pause the music. What we need to do first here is I need to pause the music. Oh no. Pause the music. I can hear what we need to do first here is I need to pause.
Sorry.
Oh, that was
It's because I'm sharing the screen and I started listening. We're gonna pause the music. We're gonna pause the music.
It was just gonna get louder and louder from there too.
What is it? Music.
Oh no, here we go. There it is. It was just gonna get louder. Okay, they can't hear it now. They can't hear you. Now you're muted. You're done. You're muted. You're cut. Okay, so let me go ahead and full screen this and make sure that this can see that, because words matter. So we are going to, I should have had like this had a way ahead of time, but we're gonna add a source. God damn it, I fucked it up. I broke it. That's fine. We're gonna be covering up the whole thing. So we're gonna do display capture, add source, new source. Sure, why not? Yeah. Oh no, we don't want that. There we go. Okay, done. All right, we are gonna play this here, and you guys should hear it. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Here is the. Nope. Oh no! Don't do that. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna stop. We're live, and there's shits that's going on here. I don't want to see your. How do I stop? Stop watching. I'm not watching that anymore. Okay. Anyways, now we will try this one more time. Okay, going.
After almost 2 weeks of intensive hunting for Garista's hijacked capsules in and around the Caldari state and venal regions, search activity is ramping down. Although many of the infiltrator capsules were destroyed by Capsuleers and Caldari Navy forces, significant numbers appear to have reached safe haven in Venal or were rescued by Garista's forces. The Garistas pirates have released a propaganda
myself.
holofilm
So this was the
showing
last
the
Easter
successful
event
rescue of
here.
the suspected leader of their spy ring, Ezri Hakuzosu. Shown in Garista's garb,
okay,
the former
that's what this was
Caldari
about.
Navy commander and military director of a
makes
Navy
sense.
research
I was
group
like,
on
'cause they were
advanced
hunting down
capital ship
pods.
construction made no statement.
They were chasing
As is
pods.
typical for the Garistas, the intention behind the release seems to be to taunt the Caldari state over their security lapses and the failure of the Caldari Navy to capture Ezri Hakuzosu. It has become common knowledge that extensive Caldari research data on dreadnought construction technology was obtained by the Garistas spy ring. It has recently become clear that data on a range of technologies hugely increasing the efficiency of capital component fabrication and shipbuilding techniques were also stolen by the spy ring. To add insult
I do
to
want to say
injury,
one of the
it
things that I was
appears that
looking
the
at while
failure of the
watching this was
Caldari
that the
Navy to
Moros
prevent
is
this
such a
information from
silly
falling
looking-
into Garistas'
They're
hands
not.
has led to the information becoming
Sorry.
widely available to other empires and factions. Due to Capsuleer
It's just a
involvement in the
bubbly
hunt for
turd.
classified Caldari data fragments and their willingness to sell the data to all
No, the
bidders, it is
revelation.
believed many factions will have
There
acquired
goes
enough
Moros.
information to reduce their own capital ship and
Revelation
general
of the
shipbuilding
Phoenix.
costs.
So
It
this is
also
the
rumored
justification
that a
for
number of factions have
reducing
acquired
the
a
cost. I
lead
do
in
love
the
how he
acquisition
does
of
that.
these technologies
They give you
through a mysterious
in-game
third party
reasons why
speculated to
things
be
are
an
changing
underworld information broker and deal maker
based upon
involved in illegal arms
decisions
trading,
that they've
smuggling,
made,
and
but
corporate espionage. Investigations
I'm
of Ezri
gonna get
Hakuzosu's
a
movements in the
revelation
period
from Glenn
before
and
the
get that blown
exposure
up
and dramatic
someplace.
escape of her espionage ring have unearthed a visual record showing her visiting a popular Jita
I do
4x4
want to
social
do
venue.
Dreadnought. I mean, I've been in
Hakuzosu
Dreadnought
is seen
fights,
at
but
the
I've never
Pulse
been
Bar,
flying a Dreadnought.
apparently
so-
meeting an as yet unidentified man. State counterintelligence is believed to be pursuing this lead and a number of others
Also, this
in
part
the
I think
hunt
is
for
silly because,
Hakuzosu
like,
and her associates.
Why are you like being
This is
seen in the
Alton
most
Aubrey,
popular
reporting for the
fucking
Skull.
bar in the universe? It's literally the most popular. It's like the cantina in fucking Star Wars, man.
So there you go. There you have it. That is the announcement by CCP, the end of the Garista special event that we had during the holidays.
Which is a great event, by the way,
It was-
because you can pop pods and steal their fucking
That is really nice.
Oh yeah.
So, the other thing that we're going to be doing is I wanted to take a look at the different war zones here and kind of show it. And I'm going to pull it up here. So this is .land.
I got it
apps.
pulled up.
I got it pulled up though, so that we can get like the full
Okay.
screen kind of thing here, where they don't even get to see it. We're just talking voices now. So this is the war zone that we've got kind of going on here. One thing that I kind of wanted to do was just kind of highlight hills in the last 24 hours. So ship and pod kills in the last 24 hours. This is kind of like gives you a little bit of an idea. I mean, this is Saturday. This is your chance to pick your nose, says Dark Religion. There we go. So the big systems that, of course, we've got, it's like Old Man Star, Hades, Tama, Nisawa, Kadama. But there are other systems out in the war zone here that you can kind of see are, there's a lot of little death. In 24 hours, every system in faction warfare, except for one that I can see off the top, every other system has kills in it, ranging between 4, 7, 9, 12, 24 Richard. Yeah, I mean, mainly we hang out like Old Man Star, Hades, Aboon, Onasikin, Nisawa, Notoras, which Notoras has no kills recently. We've actually been able to hold down Notoras pretty easily. I was really surprised about that. I was really expecting a Caldari resistance, but we'll see.
Do you have it set to April? Is that why? What is the kill stat? How does the kill stats work? What do you
This
like?
is this is within 24 hours of right now, because you can't go really.
Oh, okay, got it. We're not got it.
This is just
That makes
within
sense.
24 hours. Nothing going on in Notoras. Tama's of course got 656 kills, 198 pod kills. So that's a good little look at the warzone for the Gallente, and let's just take a look at the Mimitar map here, because this is where I kind of wanted to like take a look here and see how different of a map do they kind of have here. And I feel like there's less death and destruction.
Absolutely, because the biggest one in Amamake is 92, and fucking Tama had like 600 and something.
Yeah. Yep. So I mean, Amamaki is red at 900 or 99 kills. Solid. But I feel like there's a lot more zeros out there. There does seem to be a little bit more like yellowish kind of stuff though. So it's like smaller gang activity that I think is kind of good. Like Camilla at 42. So SOS Sala is 32. Naka is 19. I mean, this is like a good little pipe here. That's a good little fighting zone. You've got like Res Barocco at the top here, 28, 14, 27, 7, as they kind of go down that pipe. For Hab, Kelgo, or Clog, I'm just going to say Clog, Worf, and Agmar. Those some good little pipes of so going back, let's just take a look here. So I've and we go back to the Gallente map. No, Iha. Oh no, man. That's in the last 24 hours. Or that's in the last hour. Last 24. We don't have very much like that's above 10. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just some observations, some things, anything that chat wants to say about the war zone. But I just find there's a lot of fighting that is still going on all over the place. Even in 24 hours, like 9 kills in Intaki, like that's 9 kills a day. Like that's solid. Like that's murder, man. That's once every like 2 hours. It's like people shooting each other in space at least. That's just the kills. 79 in a goes. Like that's enough. 72 or 70 in Sujarento, Negamemnon 34. Lots of good kills out there. So yeah, that's just kind of a deep dive into the different war zones there. And then we also have the dev blog. Do you want to go ahead and pull that on up here, and I'll put you back on?
There it is. Mega blog.
I'll let you go through the mega blog here.
Eve FanFest 2022, the mega blog. Eve FanFest 2022. Fellow Capsuleers, after 4 incredibly long years, it is finally time to welcome you to our home in Reykjavik. For Eve FanFest next week, pilots from across the globe will be descending on the rock in force to paint the town in exclusive New Eden fashion. Please expect some tie-dye at local pubs. Together, I liked that line, by the way, when I read it earlier. Together, we will celebrate the 19th anniversary of EVE Online, and most importantly, the fantastic community that inhabits its universe. We are returning to a familiar location this year. Oh, Lord in heaven, I can't pronounce that. Lugar Dal Shoal venue hosted many EVE Fan Fests in events in the past, and it will take on a recognizable look thanks to our generous hosts from the Caldari State.
Paid off by the Caldari State, you heard it here.
The fuck? Rigged. The schedule is packed with presentations, roundtables, wacky events, parties, and other activities that we will all love when we attend eFanFest. For everyone who cannot make it to meet with us in person, we will have a live broadcast of the event on CCP TV to showcase all the action from the event venue, including all the major announcements, interviews with developers, and guest speakers. There's a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's get started on what awaits you at EVE at FanFest 2022. Let's see, registration. Set this building here. Times to be able to pick up your FanFest stuff here: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. COVID measures. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of masks and stuff. Let's head to the event schedule. But yeah, stay safe out there. Get vaccinated, all that shit. You don't have to worry about this kind of stuff too much. The event schedule this year, the schedule will be conveniently accessible online at shed.com, Shed Mobile. Here's the Friday schedule. Let's see if I can open this up.
Yeah, I was
going
gonna
to
say, zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. Beautiful.
There we go. Oh, okay, let's see. Friday schedule, Tranquility. Looks like they have registration, then opening ceremony, then a keynote, a break,
So this
and
was
1,400
something
hours.
that take a look here. So it's a 1.5 hour keynote speech
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing.
Yeah, before the break.
And their opening ceremony is at 11. So they have 2.5 hours. I was talking with Astarothi about this when I was over at Style Stars stream and kind of hanging out with those guys before we went out and did the bomber stuff and the cool stuff with the Aderon boys on Friday. And Astarothi was saying that he feels like that's a lot of time. And then they have like that 30-minute break so they can go over if they want or release like a special, like it's possible that there could be like a special, event that's kind of happening during the break that they'll announce during the break. But that's kind of a cool like possibilities, not nothing set in stone there, but it's a lot to talk. That's a lot of time to talk.
Yeah, that is a lot of time to talk.
See
what they have on Saturday.
So they do have the faction warfare. So the most thing that I'm interested in is the faction warfare roundtable. I just want to see how that goes. And hopefully they have like a faction warfare announcement somewhere in here. It's in the Singularity. It's not in the roundtables. It really.
It's a roundtable and see. Okay, that's why I was confused. I was looking at the roundtables. He said roundtable.
Because it is a round table. It says faction warfare round table in the Singularity.
I know it says round table, but this doesn't say. There's two round tables here. It's in Singularity. It's not at the round table.
What does anybody know in chat? Does anybody know what the Tranquility Singularity round table?
It's probably venue. It's probably like rooms. It's probably I mean, I've been to a lot of conventions. I've never been to this one, but I would assume that Tranquility and Singularity and all those places are different rooms.
Gonna be some punches thrown, says Dark. Oof. I don't know. Okay, so we'll talk about this a little bit more. Let's move on here. There's a bunch of events. There's the living universe that they're going to be talking about for an hour. Embracing new citizens of EVE for an hour. EVE data and analysis. There's a lot of really good stuff. There's going to be an Abyssal Proving Grounds tournament the entire time. So there's a lot of cool events kind of going on. Is there anything else in the devlog that we got to talk about? Let's just double check and make sure. They didn't make any like announcements. They didn't say anything. They're just like they're building this up as in different ways. They kind of show you the floor plan. CCP games. They're gonna give like
FanFest Global Finals,
2v2 tournaments,
a party.
Yeah. DJ. Okay, so real quick, DJ Mind One, super fucking cool DJ. Go check him out on Twitch. He does a lot of really cool stuff, and he's gonna be there. Hit him up, follow him, subscribe. He's fucking awesome. Other than that, there's Twitch streamers and stuff like that. That'll be there's like a big streamer out there that's gonna be hosting or co-hosting, and
looks like they got their own beer.
Yeah, they're gonna be pub crawls and stuff like that. So I really want to go to a fan fest. and see what this shit is all about.
The silent auction.
Samson, me
Ooh.
and you got to make like a pact together. Like next FanFest, me and you go. Like we have
We can
to
do
go.
it. We can totally do
I
it.
think we can do it.
Yeah, no, we should. I mean, it's fully what's the word? It's a business expense
It's a
because
business expense
this is our
for us.
show, and we're going there for the show. We get interviews in person, you know, that kind of stuff. Would be cool.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be good. We're gonna do it.
We, at the
next
very
year.
least, we should do Eve Vegas.
And Eve Vegas for sure.
I can drive there.
Yeah,
It's a 3-hour drive.
I got a passport now too, so I can go to Iceland. So
I'm in the process of renewing my passport.
Dark Religion says, "Let's do this one." I think you can still get tickets to this fan fest.
I don't think I could make it out there in time.
I mean, I could make it out there in time. I don't want to. I
don't think I'm mentally prepared.
I'm
for
not
that.
big enough to the point where they would give a shit about me at all, which they've kind of proven already. They've been like, I don't even want to fucking talk to you until FanFest is over, or never. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe I pissed off CCP somehow. I apologize if I did.
Maybe they're in league with Snuff. I don't know.
Probably fucking bunch of snuff ass motherfuckers. Just joking. I love you, Snuff.
I like this. It's not the anathema. It's the other one. The T1.
Oh yeah, I love. They need to make
Good
more
Lord,
of this shit.
my brain.
Like merchandise.
Magnate. That's the Magnate.
Yeah. The Golden Magnate.
It looks like a lot of. Oh yeah, it's the Golden Magnate. Sorry. The silver
right,
silver Magnate. Extra offsite events. There's a bunch of offsite events. Yeah, all this stuff is very much event focused. There's no announcements really in this.
Yeah,
blog.
there's not much. But
even though it's mega.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking a lot about this whole thing that's going to be going on here. As soon as it happens, as soon as we can watch it, we gotta dedicate more time to people or to what's going on here. So let's get the music back up and stop doing that. Anyways, so moving on from there, what's our next thing that we're talking about here?
The bastard cartel left the Federation.
The bastard
He's almost there. He's got it. He's got a.
Bastard
one more time.
Cartel is leaving the Gallente. It's sad, man. And Chuck Norris is going with them. We're fucked.
Oh yeah, because
we lost one of the coolest motherfuckers on earth, Mr. Chuck Norris. I'm sad. Sorry to hear that.
I don't know. He didn't want to be on the show. He said he was going to, and they didn't. So
I mean, you know, I can't hate people. I don't know. I can hate Snuff.
I'm not hating, but I'm just not projecting out there that he's like the coolest dude ever. I mean, we had a fleet once, and it was kind of fun.
I see what you're saying. He's cool though. He's cool for sure. You know.
I'm not saying he's not cool.
You're not saying.
I just think he just went a little bit too far.
But yeah, they made an announcement.
Joe Bain is the Chuck Norris of.
Well, fuck yeah, man. Thanks for the system, guys. Hashtag for the.
Don't read that Caldari propaganda. I guess they got a system just now because
make black rides. Whoa! Okay, so Spike.
We need to log on and kill some Caldari.
Spike. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's you're really stepping on. You're really like inciting emotion through that hashtag. So, not for a little bit for me, but just in general. That's fine. That's good. We always love to hear from our Caldari friends who are making Black Rise great again. Their words, not mine. So, why wouldn't you read my propaganda? You said you accept anyone on the stream, yeah?
Yeah, you can come on the show. Tell me what.
Oh yeah, we'll take your propaganda all day long. It's fine. Don't worry. Besides, propaganda is made up information. This is the facts, mate. Nice. Yeah, this show is all the facts. This is the facts, period. You know, this is the way that it is.
I
So
think he's talking about Caldari taking another system, but yeah.
Stop.
They were close on Kadama. We need to go back to Kadama and kill some bitches.
Yeah, I know. So next up, what do we got here?
I think that's it for...
Is that all for news? Oh, the price increase, which we didn't talk about.
Which isn't on the
It's on
notes.
the news. I know. It's there. We're gonna talk about it. So we're in
denial.
Okay, so let me break this down for you in a couple different ways, and let me start with the most controversial, and it's only because I've been converted by Astarothi. This was the perfect time for them to release a $20 a month subscription announcement compared to any other time that they could have released it if they wanted to do it, you know, in the future. And the way that I kind of agree with Astarothi is that publicity is that they're setting lower expectations on FanFest and stuff, and they as long as they deliver some cool shit at FanFest, this is the time to announce it. Not during FanFest, because that would just be like a huge, like, that's all that would be talked about during FanFest, right? And after FanFest, you don't get any publicity for FanFest, right? So this is the time, from my understanding, after talking to Astarothi, this seems to be the time to announce such a horrible decision. Besides that, $20 an hour. Samson, tell me, how does this affect you?
Well, it's $20 a month, but an hour would really suck if we had to pay $20 an hour. I don't think I...
You heard it here first.
I think I might have to stop playing.
I
think I might have to stop playing if it's $20 an hour, because that's just a little...
That's too much?
Too much. I mean, so for me personally, it's not like the difference is not going to make a difference, especially since all of my subs are like purchased in the packs instead of like monthly. I do like whatever, so it's not going to make as big of a difference, I don't think.
I think I'm going to get the 2-year pack now. That's $11.
Yeah, I don't think I did 2 years before. I did like 6 months. Yeah, I think I was doing 6 months. So
might
that
as well
might
do
change.
2 years at this point, and then maybe a little bit, be actually a little bit cheaper for me, and I am going to play this game for the next 2 years. That's just me. You know, like I've been playing for 15 years. I'm not giving up anytime soon. And the thing is though, is that I am privileged. I'm lucky to be in this position. Do you feel that as well? That you're lucky that this won't affect you very much?
Yeah, it won't affect me very much. I am seeing, like, this is definitely a bad move as far as like for new players. It's terrible. It's an absolutely terrible move for new players, because every MMO costs $15 a month,
or less, or nothing,
or less,
but
or nothing.
Hold on, let me say this though: how many of those don't have block boxes? Because Eve does not have lock boxes, not the way that every other gambling
loot boxes,
lock boxes, loot boxes.
Yeah.
Any kind of, like, you gotta dump a shit ton of money into the gamble. Now there is a gamble. They got into the gamble, right?
Yeah,
like
there's
the net.
What's it called?
But it's not
Hypernet.
that hyper. Like you said though, what's it called? You even you
I
knew
used
what
it
it is, but it's
once,
still
maybe it's a hypernet. The hypernet, yeah.
No, it's
you only
$20
see it
a
if
month
you go
across
to like
all
trade
my
hubs.
accounts, $80 a month. That's more than my cell phone family plan. No, and that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Yes.
And not just think about this. Go to another country and have a different currency. It's like $15 like US, or like, and I think they change it up for like, but I think they don't adjust for different currencies. Like, and so that's like like $5 more is a lot more in some different countries.
I mean, it's a lot more. It's a lot more here. But we're talking about a monthly fee. It's not. for the people that are already for example, if you have multiple accounts, like Vithrax said, I have multiple accounts. I'm I am not paying the full 15 for each of them because I'm doing the bundle stuff. But the point being that if you're someone that has multiple accounts, you know, I feel like unless you have some principles and it just pisses you off, you know, like that, you're probably just gonna be like, okay, and maybe like you just buy the bigger bundle, which is what they're banking on. But it's terrible. It's terrible for new players.
It's terrible for new players. I think that, and I think that they will address the multi-account thing before rolling this out. The multi-account thing, you're gonna get a discount. They're gonna do that
because that would make that and in which case that it would barely affect us at all because we have multiple accounts and not everybody has multiple accounts. But I'm gonna say
I only have my main. I have like many other like fake, like not fake, but I mean fake. Like alt accounts that are not doing anything. But like I only have 2, and I really only think
I have 3.
Eve encourages you to have like 2 to 3 accounts.
Yeah,
but I think that you should start getting discounts at 2 to 3 accounts.
Yeah. If they enact that, that'd be fine for people with multiple accounts. And I do feel like I don't even know how to explain this because there's so many different depths.
Alice has pointed out something. 3 months goes from $39 to $48. So you're seeing, I mean, like, it's not that much better at 3 months. Like, you got to get up to a year to 2 years before you even start getting closer to, like, what the original thing was. The thing is, though, is that for older players and addicted players, we already played this game, and if you can afford it, you're buying out the packs, like you said. 6 months, year, 2 years, whatever. I'm going to be playing this game, and I have the ability to do that. Not everybody's fortunate enough to do that. Alpha accounts exist, but there's only so much that you can do with alpha accounts.
Which is one of the things that I do want to point out with this, and I think that it kind of sucks, but it's good in our favor, but it kind of sucks because, like, I feel like at first, when I first started becoming successful in EVE, or what I would consider successful in EVE, everybody has a different definition of what's successful in EVE. In me, it's getting kills and having fun. And in doing that, it wasn't until I was successful in real life, and even though I'm not, you know, like, I mean, yes, if you don't have the time to put in to get, or like you didn't start from the beginning, you pretty much, I mean, let's face it, you have to buy Plex if you want to fund your PvP habit. Or you have to figure out a way to make it in game, but that takes time, and I don't have time, right? So I see this correlation with people being successful in life, being successful in EVE, and it's at first it wasn't just about money because a lot of it's knowledge, a lot of it's wisdom, a lot of it's networking. Like I would never have been what I would consider this successful in EVE if I didn't meet you through a fucking group on Facebook. I'd never have continued to play the game as much as I did because I couldn't get what I wanted out of it, which was, you know, killing and having fun. So that being said, it does hurt people coming into the game, and the want for us to expand. Like, you can only meet, so there's a finite amount of people in the game that you can meet and become friends with or not, right? But if you want more people to come, it sucks. Especially alongside all of the other monetization type shit that their parent company started like fucking EVE with in the last, you know, few years or whatever. And that came as a shock to me because I didn't even, like, I wasn't paying too much attention or too close attention to what was going on in EVE. And it was like, several episodes ago when we were talking about how, God, what's the name of that company that bought EVE?
Pearl Abyss.
Pearl, yeah, they're the ones that do Black
Riot, or Black. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to advertise for the fucking game.
Yeah, no. But the point is that I didn't know that had happened, and looking closer, it made sense. But again, it didn't affect me that much because I was at the point in my life where if I want to have fun in a video game and I don't have time to get to the point where I want to have that fun, I could just pay for it. Black Desert Online with fuck that game. Super grindy, pay to win type game.
But we still get paid for that shout out, so.
Yeah. So I wish.
But we don't get paid shit. Just to let you guys know, there's no monetization that's happening.
No, it's no monetization right now.
Like nothing.
Well,
I mean, from any of this, other than loving you guys.
No.
Like,
no, you get.
you have Twitch. Besides
Twitch,
Twitch actually is the only thing that actually pays me out. Period.
Yeah,
Twitch
sucks. Affiliate.
But that's all my fault, anyways. I could be a bitch.
So
Coca-Cola,
this is
drink it down.
I feel like it's a big. I think it's kind of a big jump, but I also don't know the exchange rates. So maybe ISK is actually, real ISK, not in-game ISK.
Right.
In Iceland, maybe it makes sense for their inflation, and that's one of the things too that no one really thinks about is inflation.
Hold on. Along with inflation, think of losing Russia. Like, they just lost Russia. Like, a large chunk of Russians lost. The cat, thanks so much for the cheer. That's fucking awesome, dude. Thank you so much. 165 bits total. Every little bit, it just helps us keep on, it just keeps us going, just because we do this for fun. But we also, the more love we get, the more that it's not, we're not thinking, next week, maybe we don't do this show.
But that being said, I guess what Frozen said, I guess we are amongst the privileged that can play Eve however we feel like, to a point. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna bankroll Titans and other stupid shit. Like that's like goons and snuff level type bullshit. You know what I mean? Like the people that have a foundation since the beginning of the game. Which, by the way, Frozen, what's your excuse?
My excuse for
not being a filthy trillionaire in Eve already.
Why am I not? Oh, thank you. There's close to a hype train. If somebody can just, give more gifts.
Woo,
come on,
train.
Do it. No. Anyways,
do I have any bits? Do I have bits?
Give me bits. No. So Alice asks, will it be more than 500 plex a month? I don't think they're gonna change it from 5, because 500 plex is that's a solid number for them in game. They can you don't need to fuck with that. You do raise how much it costs in order to get a oh my god, we're shit's happening here, man.
I had some bits at the Roman.
Oh my god, Strength of Samson, 221 bits. Thank you so much.
Oh, total.
Altogether, total 11 bits. You guys fucking rock. But the thing is though, is that I think that they will increase how much cost in order to get one plex in dollars, in real dollars.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I only have 2 accounts. Really don't give a fuck at all personally about this effect, but I am in one of the most blessed lives in the universe, so I gotta take it where I can and be lucky and be thankful for all this shit, and I gotta look at it prospectively and go, not as many people are going to be able to pay for Eve at $20. Is Eve worth $20 a month to me? Yes, absolutely. I think it is the best MMORPG out there. I think it is better than all the others, even at its current state. As much as this is brown nosing fucking CCP, I love fucking Eve Online, and it gives you stuff that you will never see anywhere else, and it's a beautiful game. They put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. They don't charge for expansions. They've never charged for expansions in 20 some odd years.
That's very true. A lot of places do.
And that is a big revenue stream. If you got 5 million players, but they don't have 5 million players. They have 500,000 players, maybe, right? Inflation has gone insane. Alex says, that's the thing, I calculated it will have 200 or 20,000 plex on sale for $649
euros.
And this is still $500 euros for 15,400 plex.
649 euros is a hell of a lot more in dollars.
It's a lot more in dollars, but I don't know. I think that EVE Online is a very special game, and maybe we have to treat it specially. Maybe we have to kind of look at it specially. And maybe they blow our socks off with announcements, because they haven't like raised the price yet. Like, they announced raising the price, right? But they haven't raised the price yet. Mm-hmm. So there's still FanFest that's going to be going on. We're going to hear a lot of people.
I feel like a lot of people like unsubbed when that happened too, so they might be like,
yeah, but it's you gotta look at it from, there's going to be a reaction. You're going to get a reaction, and then you're going to ride out as much as you possibly can and hope that there's going to be false statement, because like a lot of people are like, Eve is dead, we're all quitting Eve, fuck Eve, fuck
yeah,
Eve,
but that's all
every
the time.
fucking time. It's all the time. You can't listen to that shit. You gotta like move forward with what's going on. Now, if for $20 a month they start actually playing the fucking game, and they actually start like getting involved in making live events and releasing cool ass, crazy ass shit, like if they really do up the ante now that they're making $20 a month per subscription, maybe we get more. Maybe we do get more. Mm-hmm. We don't know yet. They haven't said shit yet, which is good or bad. I'm on a podcast right now talking about their goddamn shit that's going on here, right? Like, there's possibilities for them to really turn this around and turn this into a positive. The thing is, though, is that they have to discount multi-accounts. They have to, period. Like, they have never done that before, and if they did that, that'd be a huge step forward. And like you said, it hurts. $20 a month is not good for new players, but you do get an alpha account for new players, and there is a lot.
Yeah, alpha is still free.
You can do a lot with an alpha.
And I would say that they're banking on people like us, getting our friends into the game, and our friends, I know, like my friends at least, I know some of them are, the ones that I'm trying to get into the game are, as maybe as privileged or resourceful as myself, or close to that. That'd be fine, but I guess it
has to be worth it, right? I think in the end, it has to be worth it. It has to be worth $20 a month at that price tag. It has to be above and beyond the rest of the games. Which
I mean, personally, I would say
yeah.
You would say that it's great. I'm kind of closer, like I'm kind of in the middle, because I don't know. I mean, I love hanging out with people more than like the solo stuff that I have been doing. I feel like I'm going to start doing less of, and just focus on when we go out. So like for me, if I'm not playing the game as much as I used to, and it has nothing to do with the price. Like I didn't stop. Like me not playing the game as much as I used to has nothing to do with the price, but if I'm not playing the game as much as I used to, is the price as worth it? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And even in saying that, I realized that I play the game way more than you did for a while there. So like, we'll see what they say. I'm a little in the middle on this. Like, I'm not gonna rage quit and leave because of it.
Dark, thank you so much for the subscribe. That's fucking awesome.
Thank you, sir, for the sub. Love them.
I hear you though. When it comes down to like, there's certain aspects of Eve that is interesting, because sometimes I feel like you overplay Eve and then it becomes a problem, right? Like,
yeah, and that's exactly what I did. I'm not going to get into that right now on the show, but yeah, if you and I've done this with other games too. It's not just Eve, and since it doesn't affect me monetarily because I can afford whatever, it doesn't feel as much of like a problem. But when I realized that I could have been doing something else, rather than sitting on that gate by myself for 4 hours straight.
So,
you know what I mean? Like
I think that there is a disconnect though for me. The difference between what makes Eve great comparatively to what I do in Eve. Like I separate it, even my podcast, even like all the stuff.
No, absolutely. This is what makes Eve great. What we're doing right now, what we did right before the show, what we do every Wednesday night. But the thing that I was doing on my own, chasing the dragon on the kill board solo, that was a problem. That was an addiction, and that's what I have to. And I'm sure other people can relate to that.
Right.
Because
for me, my love of Eve is much more about outside of Eve. It's there's
well,
news
that's what I'm
articles
saying. Like,
published all the time. There's podcasts being out there that you can listen to. There's a living universe that happens regardless of what CCP is doing to improve or not improve the game. I don't get that from any other universe out there. Like everything else is the only reason why I am listening to what the fuck is going on is because the developer told me something cool is happening. Like Star Trek, World of Warcraft, any fucking other game out there, I can't think of like things that make me want to play that game, like that I hear on the news and stuff like that is about the players. And almost everything about EVE Online that encourages me to play the game is about the players and what they're doing, what they're talking about.
But
and
I mean,
or CCP just gives us an environment to
I
play
think the bottom line is that neither of us are going to leave the game because of this hike if it does happen. I know they just announced it like you said, but I feel like I would agree with what you said in that to wrap that up, I'm saying I would agree with what you said. It would be nice if they added more stuff if they were going to, or if they became more involved. If you know, if this goes through, like and then it would be worth it. And also the discount for, I think that's another takeaway from this, is the discount for multiple accounts. Because
if they do that.
I mean, if they do that. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like that would make sense to me that they should do that, because and maybe it's not even like, it's not going to negate the increase, right? Like, but it'll still be less than, you know, those who don't. But also that, you know, it's borderline pay to win, but not really, because I mean, we've seen plenty of people
you can throw
random
a lot
really
of
expensive
money
ships
at this game and not win.
and not it's pay to lose. Let's put it that way.
Pay to lose. That's
Eve is pay to lose, and it will still be pay to lose. But I think that's all I really, you know, have on that.
No, I think that's pretty good here. I think we can go ahead and wrap it on up here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Samson,
Thank you
for co-hosting.
always for watching.
And if you're interested in joining up the war effort, put an application into Golden Age Stories in-game. I'm looking for fun people. We might be changing up some of our policies regarding a few things. So stay tuned to our very off-the-cuff State of the Alliance address that I'm going to be doing, because I have to do it every first of the month, like first show of the month. I don't know, I said I was going to. I didn't tell anybody about it. Nobody knows. Shh. Anyways, except for people who listened last week. But then, anyways. Thank you so much for watching. You can always watch us live on Twitch every Sunday, 2200 Eve time, which changes based upon the fucking universe deciding what fucking time zone time is in. Because time shifts.
Fuck daylight savings time.
Fuck daylight savings time. You can always watch us at 2200 Eve time at this point in time, and maybe it'll be 2300 because time shifts. But maybe they get rid of that. Maybe they don't. Maybe we did.
It's wibbly wobbly and timey wimey.
It's always going to be 5 p.m. Central Time, though. Always going to be 5 p.m. Central Time. And if you miss the show live, don't fucking worry. You can hear us all over the web. We got you covered, man. Federation Frontline Report on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever the fuck. Whatever the fuck you want, and it's all digital. It's all video now. It's all podcasts are video.
I do want to point out one thing. I love that you say Spotify.
Spotify.
IED,
motherfucker. Spotify.
Let's get Spotify.
They should change their fucking name if they knew it was good for them. Anyway.
It works. I love it.
If you have news, things that you want us to talk about on the show, hit me up in-game, after action reports, whatever fucking cool shit that's going on out in the universe. Go ahead and hit me up. In-game, Frozen, Space, Fallout. Or you can email us at federationfrontlinereport@gmail.com. Nobody gives a fuck though. They don't give us stuff. Give us stuff to talk about. I ain't talking about your shit because you ain't giving us shit to talk about. But I could do a investigative journalism maybe. Then maybe we could do this. I have a scroll that I was supposed to put in.
You know who we need to get on the show?
Here. We didn't fix that. I didn't do that.
There's one guest we need on this show.
From now on. You have set?
Mr. Monopoly. We need Mr. Monopoly on the show.
We haven't had Mr. Monopoly, have we?
He hasn't been on the show. Mr. Monopoly, this is going out to you.
You're
coming on the show.
Part.
You don't have to do the Notoras news, but you got to come on the show.
All right, we've changed up the scrolling test at the bottom, so now that it matches the time. So we're gonna do
at the very end
a Federation frontline State of the Alliance address. We're gonna do a little 5-minute break here, and then we'll be right back.